Ladies and gentlemen, Season 2 of Black Ops 6 was just revealed and it includes a ton of content. I'm talking about a brand new zombies map, 5 new weapons including the return of an iconic weapon, and plenty more. As always, let's start off with the release date. Season 2 of Black Ops 6 will be officially going live on January 28th, which means just under 1 week left. Now if you guys watched my previous video, this was already revealed in an earlier blog post, so we already knew about the release date of Season 2, but in case you didn't, January 28th will be the official release of Season 2. But with that being said, now let's move on and talk about the multiplayer side of things first. Season 2 will see the addition of 5 new maps, 4 of which are completely brand new with 1 reimagined returning map from Black Ops 2. But first of all, we of course have Bounty, a brand new 6v6 core medium sized map, and will be taking place atop a skyscraper in Avalon. Very cool, not gonna lie. Moving on from that, we have Dealership, another brand new 6v6 medium sized map. And just as the name suggests, it will be taking place at a dealership, and of course both of those 2 maps will be available at launch of Season 2. Moving on from that, for our third map we have Lifeline, also available at launch. It's a brand new Strike 2v2 and 6v6 small sized map. Now I don't know about you guys, but when I first look at this, I just think of Hijack from Black Ops 2. I mean, the setting of the map is pretty much identical. It's a boat in the middle of the ocean. Now the interesting part is in the blog post they don't say this is a reimagined or remaster of Hijack, no. But to be honest with you guys, I'm not really sure. To me this is simply a reimagined Hijack, but I guess we'll find out when Season 2 releases. But now we move on to our fourth map. It's called Bullet and will be available in season. It's another 2v2/6v6 small sized map, and just as the name suggests, this map will be taking place in a bullet train. And finally, for our fifth and final map in Season 2 is the reimagined Grind from Black Ops 2 and of course seen in Black Ops 3. And once again, just as the name suggests, Grind, this map will be taking place at a skate park. And to be honest with you guys, this is definitely one of the better maps to have reimagined and added in Black Ops 6. Grind is definitely an awesome map. Moving on from the maps, next up we have the weapons, and Season 2 will see the addition of 5 new weapons. First of all, we have of course the returning iconic PPSH-41. It will be available at launch via the Battle Pass page 6. And again, this weapon was actually teased in an earlier blog post. They did say that an iconic SMG was returning, and now it has been revealed to be the PPSH-41. Super excited for it, not gonna lie. It's an awesome weapon, and the description for it reads the following: fully automatic submachine gun, fast fire rate with impressive damage and high recoil with moderate handling. Again, the PPSH-41, always an iconic weapon in any Call of Duty game, and it's finally making its way into Black Ops 6. Moving on from that, we have the Cypher 091 assault rifle, also available at launch and unlockable via the Battle Pass page 8. And the description reads: full auto assault rifle, slower rate of fire balanced by great handling and excellent mobility. Again, another weapon I cannot wait to try out once Season 2 releases. Moving on to our third weapon, we have the Feng 82 LMG, also available at launch and unlockable via the Battle Pass page 3. And the description reads: full auto light machine gun, very slow rate of fire with great damage and handling. Okay, not gonna lie to you guys, this LMG sounds like another overpowered weapon. Moving on to our fourth weapon, we have the TR2 marksman rifle, and will be available at launch, but this time via an event reward. And we'll talk about the Season 2 events later in this video. And the description reads: semi-auto marksman rifle, great rate of fire and respectable handling. Again, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, all the weapons we spoke about sound absolutely overpowered. When it comes to actual weapons, that would do it. However, this next one is very interesting because technically it's not a brand new weapon, but it's an attachment that somewhat turns your weapon into a new weapon. And I'm talking about none other than the crossbow attachment. Yes, you heard that right, you can put an entire crossbow attachment at the end of your weapon. Now the crossbow attachment will be available at launch and usable on all assault rifles, also the SWAT 5.56 and the AEK 973 marksman rifles, and will be available in the Battle Pass page 6. I'm telling you guys, absolutely crazy. You can use a crossbow attachment at the end of your weapons. However, it doesn't end there yet, because we have more special weapon attachments or something similar to Modern Warfare 3's aftermarket parts. We have the full auto mode for the AEK 973 marksman rifle, and just as the name, it turns into a fully automatic marksman rifle. Absolutely crazy. We also have the binary trigger for the Tanto 22 SMG, which simply turns it from fully automatic weapon to a semi-automatic weapon. And finally, we have the belt-fed attachment for all 3 LMGs, and it says add an extra amount of ammo that's continuously fed to the weapon through sustained fire. Moving on from the weapons and the weapon attachments, next up we have the operators. First of all, we have the Vortex Black Cell operator, available at launch, but unfortunately it is only available once you purchase the Black Cell Battle Pass. And for our second operator, we have Nocturne. He will be available in the Battle Pass at launch, and unfortunately this is the only new operator that will be getting in Season 2. Like I mentioned, Vortex, yes, he is a new operator, but you have to buy the Black Cell Battle Pass. And also for our third operator is none other than the Terminator. Yes, yes, the Terminator and Call of Duty are having a crossover, but that's not going to be a free operator. No, it's going to be a bundle they have to purchase. So when it comes to operators, yes, we'll be getting 3, 2 of which are hidden behind a paywall, with only Nocturne being available once you purchase the normal battle pass, which to be honest with you guys is super unfortunate. It's just sad. We should have got more operators, but unfortunately that's not what they're doing. But yeah, like I mentioned, Call of Duty and the Terminator are having a crossover. We'll see the addition of Arnold as the T-800 and also the Cyborg Titanium Core operator, both of which are available once you buy the Terminator Ultra Skin Tracer Pack. So yeah, to be honest with you guys, that is very cool. We'll have the Terminator crossover. I'm very excited for that. And as we're on the topic of the Terminator crossover, we of course have the events that will go alongside of it. First of all, we have the Terminator event, which will be available in multiplayer, zombies and Warzone, and will begin on February 6th all the way to the 20th with 13 total rewards, including the fully auto mode for the AEK 973 marksman rifle and a PP 919 SMG weapon blueprint. And the event is as simple as you need to eliminate players. Once you eliminate them, they will drop a skull. Collect X amount of skulls until you unlock all 13 rewards. It is as simple as that. We move on to our second event. It's called the Shadow Hunt and will be available in multiplayer, zombies and Warzone. It will begin on February 13th all the way to the 20th with 7 total rewards, including the binary trigger fire mode for the Tanto 22 SMG and the brand new TR2 marksman rifle. Following that, we have the St. Patrick's Day event, also available in multiplayer, zombies and Warzone, but the rewards and the activation dates are redacted. And that would do it for the launch events, but expect more mid-season or the season 2 reload update. I'm super excited to see the remaining events that Black Ops 6 will have in store for us. But with that being said, let's move on and talk about the new multiplayer modes, the additional content and all that good stuff. First of all, we have the brand new game mode called Overdrive. It will be available at launch, and the description says it's team deathmatch with a twist. 2 teams will compete to be the first to reach the maximum number of stars. You earn 1 star for basic eliminations like finishing off an enemy with body shots. You earn 2 stars for core medal eliminations like headshots and melee attacks. And finally, you earn 3 stars for completing distinguished medal eliminations reserved for only most impressive takedowns. For earning 1 star, you will be able to see enemies through walls and replenish your health after eliminating a target. For earning 3 stars, you will have increased movement and reload speed. And finally, for earning 6 stars, you will have improved hipfire accuracy and improved sprint to fire and ADS speeds. Not gonna lie to you guys, this game mode sounds absolutely crazy. I'm all for it. I'm super excited to try it out. Following that, we have the return of an iconic game mode, and there is none other than Gun Game. It will be available at launch. Following that, we have some new Valentine's Day limited time game modes. First of all, we have Third Wheel Gunfight. It will be available in season, and this is just like your normal gunfight, but instead of 2v2, now it's 3v3, otherwise everything else is the same. And finally, we have Couples Dance Off. It will be available in season, and it is as simple as a 2v2 face-off mosh pit. Moving on from the game modes, next up we have the gameplay content like the perks, wildcards and all that good stuff. First of all, we have a new perk called Slipstream, and it will raise your base sprint speed at the cost of removing tactical sprint. That's very interesting. It will be available via an event reward. It will be in perk slot number 3 and the Enforcer type or the red perk. Moving on to our second perk, it's called the Hunter's Instinct, and it says eliminating an enemy marks the next closest enemy. Now unfortunately the icon for this perk is redacted, but what we know is that it will be available mid-season and it is in perk slot number 2, and also will be Enforcer type or the red perk. Alongside the 2 new perks, will also begin a brand new wildcard. It's called the Fly Swatter and it will be available in season, and basically it will allow you to replace your dedicated melee weapon with a launcher. Moving on from that, we have a brand new score streak. Well, technically it's brand new in Black Ops 6, but we've seen it before in previous Call of Duty games, and that is none other than the War Machine. It will also be available as part of an event reward. It will also cost you 1300 score in order to be able to use it in game. Not gonna lie to you guys, the War Machine is definitely a big boy. It's gonna be very hard to get, but once you get it, it's gonna be game over for your opponents. But moving on from that, we have some new quality of life upgrades. Now if you guys watched the previous video of mine, we did go through all of this, but I'm also gonna quickly go through them right here in this video. First of all, of course, we have the challenge tracker and the near completion for multiplayer and zombies. We of course saw this towards the end of Modern Warfare 3's life cycle, where we could track our camo challenges, our con car challenges and all that. So that is definitely an awesome feature that should have been available at launch, but I guess better late than never. It is back now in season 2. That is absolutely awesome. And second of all, we also have a unique or separate HUD presets for multiplayer and zombies. Now you can have different HUD presets for multiplayer and zombies. If you change your HUD in zombies, it won't change in multiplayer, and if you change it in multiplayer, it won't change in zombies. Alongside that, they've also reduced collision with teammates. Man, oh man, I am super happy to see this finally being addressed in Black Ops 6. The amount of times that my teammate pushed me into enemy fire, causing me to get eliminated, or I'm trying to take cover from an enemy and my teammate's there, and because of the teammate collision, it doesn't allow me and I get eliminated by the enemy. Man, oh man, super frustrating. It's not even funny, but now it is finally being addressed in season 2, and to be honest with you guys, I think it should be totally removed. It is much better. teammate collision is absolutely unnecessary and it just ruins the game, to be honest with you guys. Also, your usual weapon balance pass and bullet penetration updates will be coming as well. They will further reduce weapon motion when jumping, sliding and diving with dexterity perk equipped, improved player visibility in kill confirmed by reducing the height of dog tags on the map, simplifying and or expanding requirements for several corn card challenges as well as fixing bug challenges, and finally expanding the number of featured playlist slots to allow for more marquee playlists on the main menu. But with all of that being said, that would do it for the multiplayer side of things. Now let's move on to zombies. Of course, we all already know that zombies will begin a major update in season 2, and that is the addition of a brand new map, the Tomb. It will be available at launch. This new zombies map will feature 5 massive points of interest. First of all, we have the dig site, we have the Neolithic catacombs and ossuary, we have the tombs, the shrine of the hierophants, and finally the subterranean temple and the deep excavation. And alongside that, we also have this new thing called Doorway to Nowhere and Dark Ether Nexus. Now unfortunately, everything about this is redacted. All we have is these couple images right here that you guys are seeing in front of you right now. What could this mean? Where does this lead? Unfortunately, we are not sure, but the good thing is we don't have long left before we find out. Whatever it is, it looks awesome, it looks super cool. I cannot wait to finally find out what this means. Alongside that, we also have the crew that will accompany us through this new map, the Tomb in Black Ops 6 Zombies. And of course, it's your normal crew, but with the addition of a new character called Sir Archibald. And as always, with a new zombies map also means new zombie types. And the Tomb is no different because it will be added the shock mimic. It's your normal mimic, but it will have ability to shock you and disturb your radar as well as your eyesight. But that's not it, there will be plenty more enemy types that are added into this new map. And also a new map means new wonder weapon. This time is the Staff of Ice. Looks very cool. You'll also get a green variant of the Staff of Ice for completing the main quest. And speaking about the main quest, of course, new map means new main quest and side quest as well. I am very excited to see where this map will take us next into the zombie storyline. Very excited for that. Alongside all of that, Season 2 will see the addition of a brand new perk called the Death Perception. If you've played Black Ops 4 Zombies, you know about this. It was introduced in Black Ops 4 and basically will give you wall hacks. You will be able to see zombies outlined in red through obstacles and walls. Not gonna lie, that's gonna come in handy, definitely 100%. And of course, as always, it will come with 6 augments, 3 major augments and 3 minor augments. And alongside that, we'll also begin a new Gobblegums, 3 to be exact. First of all, we have Dead Drop, which is gonna be epic rarity. Drop rates of salvage and equipment are greatly increased, lasts for 5 minutes. Secondly, we have the modified chaos, is going to be legendary type, greatly reduce all ammo mod cooldowns, lasts for 2 minutes. And finally, we have the quack nor whimsical type, zombies move around in rubber duck in the tubes, lasts for 3 minutes. I can already tell you guys that's going to be the best gobblegum ever, okay? Zombies moving in rubber ducky in the tubes, that's going to be absolutely amazing, okay? super awesome. And of course, also zombies will be getting the war machine just like multiplayer. However, it will set you back 2500 salvage. That's a lot of salvage, not gonna lie. And to finish off with the zombie side of things, we of course have the directed mode coming in the mid-season update for the new map, the Tomb. Directed mode is the best feature to be ever added in Call of Duty, period, okay? With that being said, that would do it for zombies. Now let's move on to Warzone. And like they mentioned in a prior blog post, they did say that Warzone in Season 2 is not gonna be getting any new content. They will be getting some, but not a lot. They will mainly focus on improving all the issues with Warzone, the hackers, the bugs and issues and all that. They will be working to improve Ricochet, their anti-cheat system. And let's just hope with Season 2 everything in Warzone gets fixed, because the current state of Warzone is simply sad, okay? Simply sad. You simply cannot play a game of Warzone that somebody cheating or hacking or ruining something or kicking you out of the lobby and all that terrible stuff. But when it comes to the new Warzone content, we'll be getting 2 new perks. First of all, we have the reactive armor. It will be available at launch, and basically your armor will regenerate up to 50% if you haven't taken damage in the last 5 seconds, and will be available in perk slot number 2. And for the second perk, it will be called low profile. You are able to move more quickly while crouched and prone, move slightly faster when downed, and will be available in perk slot number 1. And yeah, that's it. That's everything new coming to Warzone. Just 2 perks. Like they said, they are focused on fixing Warzone before they start adding all the new content and all that. So yeah, when it comes to Warzone, that's it. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Season 2 as a whole is definitely shaping out to be a very great season. It looks promising. A lot of new weapons, new maps, the return of grind. Super crazy. I am super excited, and like I said, with only less than a week left to go, I cannot wait to use and experience everything that Season 2 will have in store for us. But what do you guys think about Season 2? Is it W, is it L? Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. But with all that being said, make sure to click the video on the screen now to watch me unlock diamond assault rifles, but I made a huge mistake. Thank you guys for watching this video.